Okay, use the option information shown below to answer the questions below. The stock is currently selling for $35. Okay, so question A says, suppose you buy 18 contracts of the February 37 call option. February 37 means that the expiry date is February and the strike price is how much? 37. How much are those selling for? 103. So we're going to be buying 103, and then how many shares per contract?
100.
And then how many contracts? 18. Someone do that math and tell me what you get.
I got 1,854.
Very good. That's what they say the answer is. Okay. Suppose you buy 18 contracts and Microsoft stock is selling for $38 per share on the expiration date. So, $38 per share on the expiration date. What's the strike price? 37. What is the intrinsic value of each option? 1. And so we have the intrinsic value of 1. We've got 1,800 of those, so it's going to be 1,800 bucks. Let's see it. Come on. Yep, there we go. What if the terminal stock price is 37? Yeah, it's 0, right? The intrinsic value, 37 minus 37, 0. What if it had been 36? 0, right? Okay. Suppose you buy 18 contracts of the August 37 put option. So the put option is August 37. What is your maximum potential gain? Well, so what's the best outcome for a put option?
It goes to 0.
It goes to 0. And so if this stock goes from 37 to 0, how much are you going to gain per share option? 37. And we said 18 contracts here. So what are we going to multiply 37 by? 1,800. So we've got 37 by 1,800. And so someone go ahead and do that math for me, please.
666.
How much?
666.
666,
00.
00. So like that? Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, that's payoff if this thing goes to 0. However, in order to be able to get that nice big juicy payoff, what do we have to do?
Paying for the put.
Yeah, we had to pay for it. And how much did we have to pay?
290.
$290. So there's a couple of ways we could go about this. So we could say 37 minus 290 and figure out, well, that's 3410 and then multiply by 1,800. Or we could go ahead and multiply 2.90 out by 1,800, subtract the difference and divide by 1,800. So let's go ahead and do it this way here. What's 3410 times 1,800? 61,380, just like it says. Okay, so one more time, what did I do there? The maximum gain on a put is going to be if that sucker falls all the way to 0. By the way, could I figure out the maximum potential gain on a call? No, because the potential payoff is infinite, right? Okay, so what I did is I said, look, $37 a share that I can gain in payoff if this thing takes a dump. But in order for that to happen, I had to spend $2.90 to get the option. The difference is $34.10. How many shares worth of options did I have? 1,800 because I had 18 contracts. And how many shares per contract? 100. 100, always. Okay.
The volume line.
Yeah, what about it?
What is that refer to?
That's talking about the volume of these things that are, in fact, it's not necessarily volume. I believe this is open interest, meaning how many of these contracts currently exist. And so you could look at this volume-wise, outstanding interest-wise, and tell me which one is the most popular call. February 37. What's the least popular call? August 37. And in fact, we can see the same thing basically over here on puts. Questions?
We don't really need to look at the volume of the
No.
show.
No. I was just helping you out with your curiosity.
Because we have 18 contracts ourselves. It's 11.
Oh, do you think the volumes are actually in the number of contracts?
Oh, it's not that.
Probably thousands,
Thousands.
right?
Oh.
Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, let's see. On the expiration date, Microsoft is selling for $31 a share. How much is your options investment worth? Okay, so it's selling, we've got this August 37. What's the intrinsic value of the put option on that day?
6.
Yeah, 6. And how many of those things do we have? 1,800. What's 6 times 1,800?
Yeah.
10,800? Okay. Now, on that day, so what's your net gain? So all we have to do is take 10,800 minus 2.90 times 1,800, and that should get us there. Another way we could do that is to say, well, that's gaining 6, and we paid $2.90 for it. 3.10 is the difference. 3.10 times 1,800 is how much? This number, 5,508, right? Okay. Suppose you sell 18. Do I have to keep going? You guys need to see more of this?
Can you do the break even at the very end?
Break even. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what is the break even price? That is the terminal stock price that will result in 0 profit. So that is if you sell 18 of the put contracts. Remember, if you sell 18 of the put contracts, that means that you're going to lose money if the stock price goes down, right? So you're selling these things and you're receiving how much? When you sell, what does the quote say? You're selling the puts, you're going to get $2.90 a piece. So what we're saying here is this thing, as long as if it drops $2.90 and you've sold that put, then you broke even. So 37 minus $2.90, I'll bet it's going to be like 34.10. There it is, right? Does that make sense? Questions? By the way, break even's the same for everybody, right? So what if you had bought the put? This thing's going to have to, if it loses $2.90 on the share price, you're going to gain $2.90 from that, but you paid $2.90 for that privilege, so the break even is the same for everybody, for both parties of the contract. Because remember, it's a zero-sum game. If Mr. Unsley makes $1, I lose $1. If we're on the opposite sides of the same trade. Questions?